Hi.
Okay, can you get in?
Okay, still saying please wait. I'm gonna hit sign in again. Google. Here we go. Leave webinar. No, continue. Oh, you could look cute in blue.
Blue is the color.
Yeah. Now you just have to. I think you have to share me or whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna put you in now.
Okay. Unmute.
I need your video.
So I know Delaney, when she was doing it, she was just like certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I'm promoting you. All right. You should have video now. But you have to start your video.
No, I'm asking you to. Oh, yes, we're good.
There you go. Hey, ballin'. Balling out. All right, we're gonna probably get started. Oh, look at you, Brandis.
What do you mean?
You have signs. Are those signs?
This is what you taught me, Roxy.
Okay, I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna start sharing. Okay, I'm gonna get started. I didn't do Facebook Live because I didn't know how to. Hi, everybody. Let me see who we have here so far. I'm just gonna wait a couple of minutes. Adama, Gwen. Hey, Gwen. Tara, Delaney, Brandis, and I. We're just gonna wait like 2 more minutes because I Teddy Riley'd this and didn't know how to work any of it. We tried to work it without the tutorials of Delaney and Tara, and it was a disaster on my end. Because guess what, guys? I just organize. I don't do tech. I hire tech. No, I'm just playing. And I organize. We're just gonna take a couple more minutes and we're recording. I don't know if we're on Facebook Live. If we are, hey, Facebook Live. If we aren't, see you later. All right, your office kind of looks good. That's better than the last time I saw it. You got all those books off of there.
Yeah, now it's just paper.
Now it's just papers. I like your papers. You don't really have a lot of papers. If you can take those, let me take those boxes down and put them on the floor. Yeah, so we can see your papers. Yeah, but you put them right in front of next to the garbage can. I can still see the signs and everything. I need to see your papers. All right, we're gonna get started. Hey everybody, it's Roxy Barlow with Simply Straight Organizing Solutions and Vitamin B20, a platform where we celebrate the growth and light of friends for 20 years. And we have a platform that uplifts us and helps us in every way. And my segment is Simply Straight Sundays, where I get you organized. If you want to join in today, our virtual client is Brandis Constantine. Say hi, Brandis.
Hey, Brandis.
Okay. She is so gracious to let us into her home, which can be a little frightening for certain clients. They don't want people to see the insides or what they're going on, but as long as she's ready to organize, we don't care what it looked like before. It's the after that we appreciate. All right, so we're gonna get started. Today, we are doing papers. Everybody has papers. If you wanna run and get your papers, go ahead and get your papers, all right? We'll give you a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds. And then I'm gonna show you, can you guys see this? I'm sharing something. Can you see that? Can you guys see that slide?
Yeah.
This slide. This is the paper pile purge. Are you tired of the papers? Are papers all over? Are they scattered all over your house? Is it a mess? Yes, it is. Do you know anything? Can you locate the things that you need within 60 seconds? No, you can't. So it's time to purge. Let's start with some fun facts. Did you know these things about paper? Each month, the average U.S. household receives 80, did you hear me? 80 pieces of junk mail, almost. 3 magazines, 6 catalogs, and credit card solicitations. We get that junk mail every day, and what do? We bring it in the house. Why are we bringing it in the house? Did you know that the average American receives 49,060 pieces of mail in their lifetime. That's 1/3 of that is junk mail. Did you know? Every year, enough paper is thrown away to make a 12-foot wall from New York to California, and that's about 3,000 miles. That's a lot of paper. Did you know? Are you tired of me saying, did you know? Did you know stacks of old newspaper left near gas and propane containers are the culprit of many fire damage claims? And cluttered paper situated near a vent, space heater, or an electrical socket also runs a major risk of starting a fire. If you ask a fireman, how did this fire start? It's usually because of some paper and some type of fuel, and paper itself can fuel a fire, okay? Did you know, last fun fact, that 23% of adults, and that might be you, that might be me, pay bills late and incur late fees because they cannot find their bills. So today we're gonna find some solutions. Most of my solutions, you guys already guessed, go digital, okay? And I'm gonna talk about that. But first, let's go through the papers you have so that we know what we have and we know how to organize them. So there's 5 steps to get anything organized. You're gonna gut, everybody say gut. Brandy, say gut. Where's sort? Purge. Purge. Organize. And contain. These are the 5 steps, people. You can use these 5 steps to organize anything and everything. Everything? Everything. All right. So we're going to start off with the gut. Brandis has already done that. If you want to, bring all your loose papers from the whole house. The reason why we're going to gather all our papers from the house is so we don't have to do this multiple times. It's just a one-time process with the 5 steps, and you don't have to do it ever again. So you want to bring them all together from the house or the office. If you're in an office, together in one area, and you can put it on a desktop. You can put it on the floor, which usually I work on the floor. You can put it in a kitchen table, or you can just get a trash can and throw it all away without looking at it. Well, we're not going to do that because we know that people are like, what if I throw something important away? What if there's something in here that I need? And most of the times it's not. About 15% of the time there are some things that are very important that you may not want to throw away right away. All right, you can gather your papers that are in boxes and containers if you don't have any loose papers, and but you want to start with the loose papers first because usually those are the newer stacks. If you have tons of paper, I mean tons, more than Brandis has, where it's on the table, it's on the floor, and it's everywhere, you want to start with one section at a time. I suggest you start with your desk if you have a desk and clear that desk off and then go through each section. All right, so Brandis, you've already done that, right?
Yeah, I have I don't know if you can see me. Can you see me right?
Yeah, I can see you.
I've got this dish that started off where I was, can you see it?
Uh-huh.
This dish started off where I was just like, I was tossing mail in it as I walked in the door. But as you can see, I never got to the mail.
Okay.
So I'm going to start all of this because I'm pretty sure most of this is headed to the trash.
Brandis, I can hear you through my phone, but I don't know if I can hear you through my computer. Let me see. Can everybody hear Brandis, or is it just me and my Teddy Riley ways? Can I hear you?
Okay, there we go. Wait a minute, let me put the speaker.
Okay. All right, so let's start off with Brandis. Brandis repeated all those words of the steps, and now she's going to tell us. It started with this bowl, Brandis?
Yeah, so this bowl, I just dumped it.
Okay.
It's all in the bowl. Then I actually have another box here because I never get to mail. I don't even want to use my mailbox anymore. I wish they wouldn't send me anything. Don't send me anything in the mail. I don't want it.
And I'm going to give you some solutions to stop all that. And that's such a pretty bowl. You might want to use that for fruit or something else now that you're freeing it up. It's a wonderful bowl.
Kitchen table.
But what I do see is that you had a system and you wanted to be able to catch all your stuff in one area. We come in, we have an area, we call it a landing. We throw something in that landing and then it gets overwhelmed and overwhelmed. And then before you know it, you find another landing. And before you know, you have papers all over. So we're gonna get you some solutions for that. Let me see, there's some questions. Oh, everybody can hear her, that was just me. All right, so then the next thing we're gonna do is, and let me get my screen up. Can you guys see that?
So I'm gonna put the bowl away, okay?
Okay, Go put the bowl away. Now we're going to sort. And Brandis already has them sorted, or has containers that have the signs on them as to how she's going to sort them. With this and with any paper, you're going to start with toss and recycle. You need one of those. You need a shred, an area for shredding, an area for action. Those are files that you need to take action on within 2 weeks or more. And then there's some things that you're going to keep, and they're going to be filed permanently away. You do need to keep some hard copy papers, and we'll talk about that, okay? Is anybody doing this with us? If you need this PowerPoint, let me know at the end of the show, and then I'll give you the PowerPoint so you can follow along on your own time. One thing I do need to mention is that today it's going to take a little shorter time to go through these papers because of the time limitations of the show. It's just an hour. But know that paper takes a long time, people. Paper takes a long time. I have had clients where the paperwork in their office has taken 3 weeks, okay? Whoa. 3 weeks, all right? But here's the thing. Once you go through all those papers, you will never, mark my words, you'll never let it get like that again, because you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And you'll learn the tips, and we're going to show those tips today. All right, Brandis, so tell us about your paper. How did it get like this? What happened?
Well, I don't open my mail.
Okay.
I don't even go get the mail. My husband brings in mail. He puts it in a pile. And then after the pile gets too high, I take the pile and put it in a drawer. I put it in put it in a bin that was originally meant for it, but I never open it.
Okay.
Most of my, you know, I know what my bills are. Most of them. Some of them, like I might have like some. Honestly, I might have some medical bills from years ago, but that is not my priority right now. Okay. So I just let it pile up. Mm-hmm. Like flyers, like, you know, there's something here like some Target, something that I never threw away. And I know, Roxy, I already know what you're gonna say. I should have thrown it away the minute it landed in the house.
And we'll talk about some tips for the junk mail. All right, let's start with what kinds of things you should keep and how long. And I'm just gonna run through the slides real quick. And if you wanna start sorting, you can. You kind of know what you're going to keep, what you're going to recycle, what you're going to shred. Let's talk. Go ahead. Question?
Well, I actually have a question. So, so some of this stuff is, you know, stuff that kids bring home at the end of the day, right? Uh-huh. And I'm thinking, toss it. Like, they're not using it. I'm not using it. It's cute. And I don't want to disrespect their work, but, you know, they don't care.
Yeah, if they don't care, throw that stuff away. What my mom used to do is just throw it away behind our backs, and we were none the wiser. All right. Okay. These are the kinds of things you want to toss, Brandis. Junk mail, expired coupons, anything that any coupon that you're not going to use, or any coupon that's expired. Magazines, you can donate those magazines actually to a library or to schools when they open. Catalogs that you're never going to order from, you can recycle those. Notes that you scribbled on. You know how we scribble on notes and then we never go back to them? Throw those out. Old grocery list. I said junk mail twice. That's okay. Junk mail. Old invitations. If you got an invitation to something, you can throw it away if the event has passed. I don't keep wedding invitations. Some people do. If you're keeping those type of things for memorabilia, then they need to be relocated to memorabilia. And then you want to shred anything that includes personal or sensitive information. And you can shred those with a shredder. You can use shredding scissors or special scissors. I just cut mine with regular scissors into little pieces. It's kind of, you know, cathartic. And then on site, there's actually a place called Shred It that will come with a truck if you have loads and loads of shredding, and they'll shred all your stuff at your house. Or you can drop it off when we're back in civilization. You can drop it off at Office Depot, and they charge you by the pound and they shred it, okay? So those are some ways you can shred it. So what are you finding, Brandis, that you're coming across a lot of?
So I'm coming across some of Nyla's mail. So under my keep, I have, it's two levels here. Mm-hmm. So when I labeled one hot and the other one 5. Okay. So I found something from the Friends of the Valley for my dog. I think it's a dog license or something. So I put that in hot. Okay. And then Nyla's I put in file, which means give it to her. And then anything that's mine that's old, I literally, Roxy, I don't even care. There's some stuff from the bank. I am just putting it in shred because I can find out what the bank wants from me online. I don't need to open that mail. It's probably just balance sheets. You're gonna get those balance sheets. I don't need that.
But you don't
So
need.
Nyla and Ryan stuff, I am putting in file. Because I don't know if anybody knows, but I have 2 adult children that live with me, so they get mail too. So I don't need to open that. And then I'm getting some stuff here from Ella and Grant from school that's old that I don't need. So I'm putting that in recycle or shred.
Okay. All right. With the dog, the veterinarian piece that you put in there, you might want to open that just to make sure it is the license. Because if it's not, then you can do something else with it.
Oh, good. Oh, you want me to open stuff?
Yes. Oh my goodness. You guys, you gotta open the mail.
That's my problem.
Yes, you gotta open it. And what makes it fun is getting a fancy letter opener. I have a rose gold letter opener with like a rope on the end, and it's really cute. And I slice my mail open. It's fun. Yay!
That's a good idea. You know what?
Yes,
Maybe I can bejewel my letter opening experience.
Yes. You can get fancy ones. You can get a 14-karat gold letter opener if it floats your boat. You know what I mean? So, and I make it fun, and I open it, and then I try to open it in such a way where I don't tear any of the ends. Okay, now we're getting over
right.
it.
That's why I love your help, Roxy, because you know how to make things fun. Because the reason why it gets this way is because I dread the process. Like it's avoidance, right?
Yeah. You can also
so just so you know, this is it is the dog's license. So I need to file this somewhere.
Okay, you do need to file that.
I'm gonna put it in. Oh, I can put it in file. It's not important.
Put it in permanent files. When does it expire? When does the license expire?
Oh, I'm supposed to check that. Oh,
yes, you do.
It expires on March 2020.
Okay, so that's coming up. So you want to put that in.
Oh no, this is old. That shows how old it is, Roxy.
Do you have a newer one?
I do. I must.
Oh God, shred that. Shred that. Shred it all, Delaney said. Shred it all.
Oh, I know. I want to shred it all, Delaney.
Don't. It may be important. God. This is why it's important to actually open and read the stuff. And you can just glance and scan the stuff. You don't got to sit there.
Yeah.
Somebody said, and keep barbecue tongs to handle the mail.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so you want to open it. That is key, people. Open it up. Just take a look at it. Even if you're sure you know what it is, look at it anyway. If it's a bank statement, you kind of want to look at it to see if there's just some charges that weren't yours. You know, scam it. Just make sure it's on the up and up, and then shred it. Okay.
I'm finding open, empty envelopes. Oh my God. Just.
Brandis, I am so happy about how courageous you're being right now.
No, it's all right.
Are you guys just getting on? I just heard you guys get on. Is this your first time getting on?
No, I've been on.
Okay, so you guys have heard the whole thing. So now what Brandis is doing is sorting. She's sorting into 4 categories. She's either shredding it, she's gonna keep it to be filed. Somebody's TV is on. She is going to throw it away. And what was the last one?
Recycle, toss, and shred.
Recycle, toss, shred. Keep in a hot file to an action file, and then a file.
In the keep, I have a hot pile and I have a file pile.
Okay, so when we say hot, it's like the temperature. Hot files mean that that's something that you're going to have to tend to soon. Like it's on fire. You got to put it out. You got to make sure you take care of the action. These are all action. Anything you're keeping are things that have action. Some things do not have a lot of action that you can keep forever. And we'll talk about those types of things you need to keep. And you want to put those in a more permanent file. All right. And later, actually, Brad is going to ask you to separate your keep. And you're already sorting it in 2.
No, I already separated. I'm separating as I'm looking at them. So I've got my hot and I've got my keep. So the ones that I want to tend to right now, I put in the hot pile. And the ones I'm going to file, I put in the file pile.
Okay, and then later you're going to actually put it in another permanent file storage. All right, let's move on. Moving on up to the perch side. All right. So then, what are we on next? So she's doing that action. We just talked about the action pile. If you see my slides, those are bills that you're going to pay, tax assessments that you're going to call about, current party invitations that you need to respond to or that you plan on going to, any field trip or permission slips if you have kids when school is in, you want to keep those in the action or the hot pile. Anything that needs to be dealt with in the next week or two goes into the action or hot pile, okay? Then we have to be filed temporarily, which can also be kind of action, hot. It just depends on your style of filing or how you're going to contain this stuff. From 1 to 3 months, you want to keep your utility bills. You usually get a new utility bill every month, but the real solution is to go digital. You want to call your utility provider and say, can you just send my bill digitally? And then you can pay online as well. And that cuts out all the paper, okay? Unless you're really interested in seeing how many therms you're using, you can go on your electrical bill and see that online. Sales receipts for minor purchases. For me, sometimes I'm at the store and I say, I don't need my receipt, especially if I know I'm not going to return something. I don't need that receipt. What am I going to do with it? It's going to end up in my purse and it's going to be balled up and I won't be able to read it 5 months from now because the ink is pouring off. All right, ATM bank deposit slips, I usually throw those away right after I get them. Okay, aren't there some ATMs that say, do you want a receipt? I think there are. And you can deny even getting the receipt. Things you want to keep for a year, checkbook ledgers, if you're still writing checks. I don't know many people that are. Paycheck stubs, you want to keep until you get your W-2. Monthly mortgage statements, you want to keep for a year. Expired insurance records, you want to keep for a year. For 7 years, you want to keep your bank statements. Now, some people say 3 to 7 years. I've heard 4 years. So keep your bank statements from like 3 to 7 years, especially if you are using any of those expenses for write-offs, like if your office or your business is at your home. Your W-2 and your 1099 forms you want to keep for 7 years. Receipts for tax purposes. Canceled checks you want to keep. Disability records, unemployment income stubs, and medical bills or claims. You want to keep those for about 7 years. All right, Brandis, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. You know what? I'm finding it easier to go through and find the ones that I want to trash, but I found 2 things that I'm like, do I want to throw it away? And I think I know what you're going to say. So I got Christmas cards. And although it tears me up, I'm thinking it's time to go.
Okay, so let me ask you this. On your Christmas cards, is there like a personal inscription inside?
No, I mean, people just say Brandis and the family, and then from some of them have pictures of friends. But I don't really keep this stuff, like I don't hang it up. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's nice that they have the pictures, but they also post these online. So
they sure do.
But it feels really disrespectful to get rid of their pictures. But
you can repurpose them. You can put them in a photo album if it means anything to you. I personally throw them away. I don't feel like I'm disrespecting that person because they don't know I've thrown it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They send hundreds of those out. Now, if there's a personal inscription, I keep. If it's from someone that's deceased in my family or someone that I love that died, then I keep that.
They're all alive, doing well.
And for like my mom, I will keep, like, she sends cards for everything. So she'll send a new birthday card, I'll throw the old one out. So I will keep certain cards for a year and then replace it with a newer card from a person that you know is going to send you a card for every occasion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so the other thing that I found, for some reason I keep my magazines with my paper, and I have this one magazine with Michelle Obama on the front, and I feel like that's why I haven't thrown it away, but it's from December 2018, and I know I need to let this go. But, when it comes to the Obamas, I'm having trouble throwing stuff away.
Let it go. I mean, are you going back and forth to it? Are you gonna?
No.
You can tear it out and put it in a frame and hang it up.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna rip off the cover.
Okay, rip off the cover. Put it on your wall as inspiration. I have Obama, and
this would be really good for Ella. Like I could frame it and put it in Ella's room somewhere.
Okay, you could do that. Now, but you also have to ask yourself: are you the type of person that's gonna do a project?
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm a.
Okay. Yeah. So you have to be real with yourself. Either
Yeah,
give it to
thank you.
somebody else to do, maybe somebody in your family loves to do projects and give it to them. But like for me, I don't do a lot of projects. Framing I do because I buy frames for some reason, but certain things I'm not gonna do, okay?
Yeah, I get ambitious, but then I never make the time.
But there's ways to repurpose all that. You can go online and see some crafters information. All right, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I feel like, listen, I bought the trash bag. The trash can is almost full.
Good. That paper is saying, let us free. One thing I like to mention about these papers is every time, and this is on a more environmental consciousness, every time I see all these papers, I think about the trees that we have torn down, the deforestation that has happened just to get all this paperwork. So think about that. When you start going digitally and changing your things over to a digital method, or you decline receipts and stuff, you're helping change the planet. And we all know the planet is in need of changing.
No kidding.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. For permanent files, this is a longer list. I'm just going to read through it really quickly. You can follow along, and also I can provide this PowerPoint for you if you need it. If you're serious about organizing, and everybody should be serious about organizing. Organize or else. Sorry. To be filed permanent.
There ain't no lie.
Okay, these are things that are hard copies that you need to have with you. You want these in hard copy, and if you can't get them in a digital form, you need both of them. Your annual tax returns, your deeds, your mortgages, your bill of sale, your year-end statements of investment, legal documents like birth certificates, social security, marriage license, divorce papers, passport, home improvement documents, receipts for major purchases that have warranties or insurance. Okay, I see your hand, Adama. Hold on. You want to keep the wills. You want to keep the living wills. You want to keep the power of attorney designation. You want to keep medical and burial instructions. You want to keep beneficiary directions, real estate certificates, automobile titles, current insurance policies, medical records, education records, pension plan records, retirement plan records, and any memorabilia that you want to keep, okay? Those are permanent files, and you can just look at that. Let me answer some questions. Oh, someone said the letter open is an essential accessory. And if you don't want to open your mail, get one of your kids if you have kids, or get somebody that likes to do that kind of thing. Someone said shred it all. Someone said now, Kurt said, now that we know you throw away the cards, I'll send to you because I'll send photos.
I don't need a card. I don't need a card. Send me a text. Send me a text.
Yeah, save the planet. Do not send me any cards, people. I'm just telling you, just me personally, I'm not going to keep them. If you send me a text, I'll remember it. If you send me a picture, I'll remember it, okay? Now, I take that back. Sometimes people do send me cards with a long inscription or a letter or a personal note. I do keep those, okay? But if it's just, hey, Rox, and then there's the salutation that Hallmark created and you signed it, then you've wasted a tree on me, okay? Don't waste no trees on me. Don't waste no trees on me. All right, how are you feeling, Brandis?
I'm feeling halfway done.
Okay. Let's see that shred box. Can you turn it over to see how much you're shredding?
It's actually not that much.
Not that much, okay.
But I'm telling you what I mean, and we may not be able, you guys may not be able to hang on the whole time because I've got this other box right here.
Okay.
But it's about to be full. I just haven't bothered you guys with me going through the old mail.
Yeah. And here's the thing, you will never let it get like this again, because guess what? You don't want to do this. You just happen to have time now because we're in isolation, which is the best time to organize, okay?
Can I tell you that I started to wear a striped dress?
No, not
Why?
on social media.
No, I started to wear a striped dress because the pile of mail or papers makes you feel like you're in prison.
Exactly. Paper prison, yes.
Yeah.
And you become
like being in hell. Paper hell.
Paper hell. And then you are just looking at that and you never do anything, and that collects dust. You may be missing out on something important, and it also fuels fires. Okay.
Don't you hate junk mail that looks like it's important mail?
Yeah.
It looks like it might be a bill or a government document or something, and then it's just a junk invitation. I hate that.
Junk invitation. Do I have any more questions or comments? Let's see. I hope you guys take this time during this isolation. What specific info should we, what does it say? Share? I don't know if it says share.
Shed?
Oh, shred. Oh, what specific info should we shred? Anything that you're sensitive about. I mean, that's your call. Like for me, I just
definitely birth date and social security numbers.
Yeah, so anything with your birthday, social security number, date of birth. Some people don't even want their address. You know, it's just on you, and you can shred that if you want to. But sensitive information that someone can hack into your accounts and alter your life temporarily until you get a mess all straightened out, you want to shred. And once again, you can shred it with a shredder, you can cut it up with scissors, you can get the truck to come out to your house, or you can drop it off at Office Depot and shred it, okay? If you're a teacher, you can take it to your school and have them shred it in your shred lockbox, okay?
I got some books from Hampton University, 1991.
Chuck it.
Oh, it's got my name in it.
Oh, it has your name in it? Does it have
one time I was on the honor roll, the dean's list in Hampton.
Wait, is it the honor roll with your name on it?
Yes, it's the Ogden Hall. I'm gonna hold on to it.
Yeah,
maybe my mom wants it.
Yeah, memorabilia. You might want to show that to your kids.
Yeah, once upon a time I was on the honor roll in college. One time. A Hampton letter. Oh, I gotta keep that. Why is it in the pile?
Why is it in the pile? I'm glad that you're finding stuff and remembering. An honor roll student wouldn't have this much paper.
Oh, so somebody was asking, so whoever asked about the shredding, I'm definitely putting like old paycheck stubs. I'm putting in here, or if there's old like medical records.
Yes.
I'm gonna shred those things. Anything with my bank account information, even if it's just like a bank statement, I'm putting that in my shred pile.
Yes. Sensitive information.
Okay.
Okay. Anything that somebody can hack in, anything that someone can go into your garbage, take out, and take your identity with.
Yeah.
That's what you want to shred, okay? Or anything you're embarrassed about. A love letter to your ex that's lurking around the house.
Ooh,
shred that. Shred that.
Oh, naughty.
Naughty by nature. I don't know why I said that. Hey, ho, hey. All right, let's move on.
How long has it been? Because I'm almost halfway through.
You're doing a great job. You're stellar. You rock.
Well, come on again.
Here's some, am I on paper management tips? No, let me go back to, I'm all over the place. Did we do to be filed permanently? Yes, we did. All right, now organize. After you've gone through all your piles,
I'm listening.
And filing, you're gonna assess how many papers you have left, and you're just gonna stack them together neatly. And you're gonna start thinking about the best place to, I'm getting a phone call. I'm sorry. You guys, I'm Teddy Riley out today. How do I even find this? All right. You're gonna start thinking about the best place to contain. Now for you, Brandis, you started with that bowl, and we know that bowl was probably not the most real.
Yeah, that didn't work.
So you want to think about other places, like where would you feel most comfortable going through your paperwork? That's where you want to store your paperwork, okay?
You mean, nowhere. I don't even want it. So I'm not quite sure how to answer that question. I know that I need to contact whoever, like my bank, my car note, all those people. I need to contact them and say, don't send me paper. To give me email notifications, electronic notifications, that I can handle.
Yeah.
Right, so the only thing that should be coming to me in the mail is if I need to, sorry, my jeans. The only thing that needs to come to me in the mail is if I need to re-register my car or my license or my dog's license, stuff like that I can handle. Where would I keep it? I probably like this bin right here that I'm starting.
Well, not necessarily what container just yet. Like what room in the house would you keep your paperwork? Like, would you?
In my husband's office, but you know, the trap that I get into is that I let it pile up, and then he's basically covered in my stuff. You know?
And that's fine as long as you have, and we'll talk about containers, as long as you have a reasonable container where while it's piling up, hello, do I speak English? While it's piling up, it's not intrusive or an eyesore. You know what I mean? You can get pretty containers, and you can let that
something really pretty.
Yeah, and you can let that mail stack up just as long as you commit to yourself a time that you're going to do it. If once a month, once every 2 months, or however you feel, it's fine to let it. I let my stuff pile up, but I go through my stuff every 2 weeks, okay? Unless I know it's like a hot or action file. And here's some tips you have on the screen. You can receive, like I said, and pay your bills digitally. You can do direct deposit for your paycheck, and your paycheck stub will be digital. You can take notes digitally. You can scan any receipts and pics and documents. There's like hundreds of apps and programs online that you can go to. Other tips is you can unsubscribe to magazines, newspapers, and even junk mail. On your junk mail, there's an information usually in the back, on the bottom, or in the front and the bottom of the actual company that sends it to you. You can call them and tell them, stop sending me these junk mails. Stop sending, Target, stop sending me this stuff. Kmart, you just have to call or go online and request an unsubscription. Another tip, I have a garbage can ready at my landing, which is really my garage. So I go to my mailbox, I walk to the garage, and in the garage, I have a garbage can. And I go through my mail right then at the garbage can. I don't even bring it into the house. You know what I mean? And I sit there and go through the mail, open it up, and throw it in the garbage can. And I also have a recycling bin if I want to recycle it, but most of the time, I throw it. All right. So you want to have a garbage can ready at your landing to throw away for junk mail immediately. And you want to really just concentrate on reducing your carbon foot. The carbon that we use for the automobiles and machines to make paper, cut down trees, take the recycling to the landfill, or the garbage to the landfill, is really huge. And then you want to save the trees and save the earth. Don't waste no trees on me. Don't waste no trees on me. All right.
Except for oxygen. I'll take the oxygen.
And the oxygen. Trees provide oxygen, people.
That's all they need.
That's all we need. Okay. So if you go digital, you're helping. You're helping the earth. You're helping yourself. You're helping your future. I believe the children are the future. Let them, everybody lead the way. Show them all the beauty that possess. Look at your pile, Brandis. This looks great.
I know. So wait. So what I'm thinking is I'm moving fast because once I go through the shred pile, I've got to open it. I've got to look at it, and then I've got to shred it. So like, for example, like I said, medical, car notes. Oh.
A Star is Born. Hello.
Hi, Nyla.
How are you?
Can you get Chad's
Doing,
phone?
Nyla?
I just wanted to.
Nyla, there's a whole team of people.
I know what's happening. I am your Roxy.
Okay, something from the IRS.
Love it.
Shred pile, IRS.
Okay, but remember,
You want to
Brandon.
come say hi, Ella?
No,
Okay.
I'm showing too much skin.
She's gonna say-
I don't like it.
she's gonna say-
makeup in your bathroom.
Okay, let me finish, ladies. Okay. So anyway, the point I was making is that I'll be going through that again. So I just want to make sure that whatever's trash is really trash. So I'm almost halfway done, more than halfway done. Look at me, Rox.
Well, Brandis, I will say that you're cheating because you're not opening the mail. Now that I said that's key, and had I been there in person, I would demand that you open every envelope.
I'm gonna open it.
That's
I
what you're
gotta open it to shred it.
naughty, 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 naughty by nature, Brandis. You should be opening so those people that are going to do this at home, make sure that you open each envelope, please. Because now Brandis is going to have to go back into the piles and open each thing when she could have
Well, I'm sorry.
just saying, could have knocked it out in one hit.
I
Okay?
didn't think if people wanted to watch me open my mail.
Yeah, we
But
want
this is good. This is good. This is good.
You are making some rapid decisions. That is good, but I wish you were opening the mail. I'm going to send you a letter open, a Simply Straight letter opener.
Would you like me to open this
Yes.
or finish this?
Finish it, and then we'll go back to the piles.
Move, cat.
You guys don't be naughty by nature. I'm gonna stop saying that. Is that infringement?
Oh, it's something from Ella to Ella from her friend, but I'm talking.
Oh.
Oh, it's like old, but they're so cute how they write each other letters. Oh, this is a W-2 from 2017. I'm gonna shred it.
Okay. Now you might.
How
How long are you supposed to keep your W-2s, Brandis?
I thought you were supposed to keep them for 5 years.
3 to 7 years.
Yeah, this is 2017.
Okay.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Do you think you'll ever need it? Do you still work there?
I still work there.
And you've already filed your taxes, but just keep it just in case for another year or two. And you can keep it in a permanent file, something that you're not going to go into often.
So when it comes to some of these that I'm not opening, I know what it is when I see it. So this is from my bank, and I'm pretty sure this is either an overdraft, which I think it probably is. So I'll open it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I applied for a loan and didn't get it.
Okay.
It doesn't have any important information on it. I could just toss it.
Yeah. Okay.
What was it?
So you see how you thought it might have been an overdraft or a bank statement and it wasn't? That's why it's important to open the mail. Did I say open the mail? O-T-M. Open the mail. Everybody, O-T-M. Open the mail. Everybody, O-T-M. Open the mail. Everybody say O-T-M. I don't know. I don't know what happens to me. I get excited.
No, and that wouldn't make a good t-shirt either.
Open the mail.
Don't want an OTM t-shirt.
OTM or OYM, I think. OYM. Open your mail. And yo would be Y.
I want a Tom. Throw out the mail.
Throw out the mail.
Yeah, give me a Tom.
Tom, throw out mail. But you got to open it first. Opening is important. Okay.
There's a lot of like kid stuff in here that's just so not necessary.
And so let's talk about that. A lot of parents are torn about keeping kids' work. I've had that's cute. I've had clients that have kept everything from kindergarten to high school from their kids. And so if you're having a hard time getting rid of that stuff, you can include the kids. You can make a pile of all their stuff and say, pick your top 3, and then keep just the ones that they like. If they know which ones they spent time on and which ones they cherish, and then they know which pieces that they just scribbled something on because the teacher said it. You know what I mean? So,
you know what the craziest thing is, and I'm sure all of us parents know about, at the end of the school year, you get like a pound or 2 of all the stuff the kids created throughout the school year. So, oh my God, that is the worst. I mean, not the worst because it's cute to see what they did, but at the same time, that's when I get backed up because when the kids get out of school, I don't want to look through the mail. I want to take a summer break too.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, it's up to you. Don't be afraid to throw away the kids' work. Okay, you know your kids' abilities. If you know your kid didn't do a good job on something, why would you keep a negative piece of paper around collecting negative energy and negative thoughts? Keep the best.
Okay.
It's simply the best.
Who's that? Tina Turner?
All right, I've gone from Tina Turner to you've turned your video off.
I don't think. Oh. Okay, hold on a second.
Remember when we could get our nails done? Your nails were done in that pic.
What?
Some people went to get their nails done here in Georgia. That's where we are in Simply Straight. And the governor has opened up several businesses.
What the heck is that about?
I don't know why.
The worst businesses ever.
Yeah, in a bowling alley. Like, are you itching to risk your life to put on used shoes and put your finger in holes that everyone's put their fingers in? I mean, that seems like the grossest of everything.
Yeah, well, we talked about that. Full setup, they must think we're that stupid.
I'm not going anywhere until July. Did you hear me? July. All right, Brandis. So what are you looking at? What is it? Oh, what's that?
You can see the table.
What? Wait, You just threw away some envelopes of stuff.
No. Okay, I took the envelope, so I have a pile over here. I'll show it to you. I have a pile over here of things for the children that I'm going to keep. Like, these are little notebooks. I'm gonna tear out the pages and find a place for them. Okay. These are labels that I use in my kitchen to label, what is it, like, you know, those containers that you put cereal, flour, sugar. Yeah. I use these to label them. So I'm keeping these. I just have to, what do you call it? Repurpose it or remove it, or what do you call it? When you move stuff? When you move it.
Relocate?
Yeah, these are my relocates. Okay. All of these are relocate. This is a map that Ella drew and colored. So I'm gonna find a place to put it in their little office where their desks are. Perfect. And hang it on the wall.
Perfect. Repurposing.
Yeah, I'm not fully cheating. I'm really thinking quickly. This is something a child made and I haven't opened it yet. So gotta open that. And then this has lots of pictures of Ella from her school. I think this was first grade. Okay. So I got, this is memorabilia. I got to keep that. So I'm just putting it over to the side. Okay. That's all it is. And then I took the envelopes and the flashcards and put them in a pile for relocate. Okay. And then these are just folders for the kids. And there's old work that'll be, so I'm putting it in the trash toss. Okay. This is the shred. You want me to go to the shred?
You can also recycle all that paper that's in your trash bin too.
Definitely. That's what it is. It's a recycle bin that I keep in my laundry room.
Oh, nice. Cute.
So as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna have my husband put it in the recycling. So would you like me to go through the shred?
Okay, well, let's talk about, what's at that end of that table?
This is a file, this is an old file. So I read this book, it's called Finishing Rich Workbook. And it was talking about all the papers that you should keep, or, you know, what's important. So just like you said, the tax papers for the next 5 years, I think. Yeah. Bank accounts, I have anything from my utility bills, but I have had this since I lived in Michigan. It has medical bills, credit card bills, but this was before everything used to go online, so I don't need it as much, but I hold on to it, and this is where I put like the kids' social security cards, birth certificates, income tax papers. Okay. So it's actually a file bin.
That's your permanent file system, and that's fine. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's great. And then what are these boxes right here at the end? This
box right here is just a pile of more mail and kid stuff. So this is the last bin, and then this is probably just a stack of papers, like printer paper. Dang, that was like, look at my table.
Okay, well let's revisit that box that you're shoving that paper on top of. What's in that box?
All right. Printouts that are no longer wanted.
Okay, but wait, let's hold on to that, because that can be scratch paper for notes to the kids or art projects.
Oh, Roxy. Yeah. But how do I keep this without this creating more clutter? Do I just like find another bin, put it in and mark it scratch paper?
We'll talk about that once you've gone through it. Just put it to the side for keeps for now. And we'll talk about how to contain that in a way that's not
That's an excellent idea. Okay. Yeah, that's all of this. This is Roxy, that is
you can even now what I've done in the past is I put a big binder clip on all of it, like a huge one, and just put a nail or a pin in the wall and hang it from there in their office in the kids' room.
So it doesn't waste paper. That's good. So some of these are like old exams that, you know, my mom's a teacher and I'm a teacher. So, you know, sometimes you'll print something out, but you don't end up using it. So these are exams that were printed out but never used.
Perfect. You can always use the back sides of those for art projects. You can cut them up and do a little origami. You can do a lot of arts and crafts with that. Okay. You can even, if you have a fire pit in the backyard, you can even crumple it up and use it as kindling.
All right. So I happen to have in here some notebooks that Ella worked through, but they haven't been completely. No, this one's been used, so I'm tossing that one. But this one. Nope, this one's used, tossing it. This is 3rd grade. grade, no, 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Reading comprehension. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna relocate it to my books.
Okay.
All right. I have a notebook here that has plenty of good paper in it. Can I just put it on top of this stuff?
Sure can. You can use that.
Yep. Okay. Trash. This is like a little reader.
Okay.
That the kids, but she, it's like simple words. This must have been 1st grade.
Okay.
This is probably a paycheck stub for Nyla, so I'm gonna put it in on my file to give to her.
Okay.
This is already scratch paper. I can turn it over, but I don't need this. I'm gonna just throw it away.
Yeah, just throw it.
Yeah, I got plenty. And this is an Allstate bill.
Allstate. What's in your wallet?
Not enough. I need more in my wallet.
Well, you have more time to make money because you won't have paper all over the place. Because organizing.
I could use this. This is about my policy for Ryan's new car, so I'm gonna put this in the hot. I need to tend to that. And I know it's new because he just got the car, so I know that's new. This is junk mail.
Junk in the trunk.
Junk in the trunk. Junk. Ulta Beauty. I don't need this. I can look it up online.
You can go online and order online. And you can call them and tell them not to send you anything.
How do I do that?
You can go to ulta.com and there should be put unsubscribe in the search and they should tell you.
Okay, how to unsubscribe. And it's to Nyla.
No, she can unsubscribe.
Okay. All right.
Now, some people do use the catalogs and go through it and use them, but if you know you're not that type, which is a lot of people, just throw it away.
Well, here's the thing, like you don't need a flyer to come to you in the mail. If I'm interested in a beauty product, I can go online and go to the website. Like, exactly. Why are you sending me stuff? I think it has coupons in it, but oh wait, a Dolce & Gabbana coupon. Wait a minute.
Not D&G.
Oh, it's samples.
Okay.
Ooh. There's samples.
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm throwing it away, but it's not delicious.
Now, well, put some on right now. Put it on.
What is this? This is
rub it on your.
Does anybody know a good Dolce & Gabbana perfume? This is Shine.
It doesn't matter. Put it on, and if you like it an hour from now, remember you love it. Okay. I always put those on immediately. Well, what is this? This is a flash dance perfume.
Doesn't it go down in the décolletage? Isn't that where you're supposed to put it?
I don't know what word that was, but it didn't come out right. Décolletage? I don't know.
Yeah, your chest area. Okay.
I don't know. It's a
Somebody knows. Gillian, what is it called, Gillian?
Somebody knows. All right, let me see some questions. Someone has, do you have a process for doing this in steps? For instance, do you do a 45-minute process, then walk away? You can take the pace that you want to go out is all you. The 5 steps are just purging, sorting, gutting, how dare I? Gutting, sorting, purging, organizing, containing. It's the same 5 steps, and everybody's different, so everybody's pace is going to be different. If you get overwhelmed with your paper, by all means, stop. Take a break. Come back to it another day or in an hour, okay? Paper is the most tedious and the longest process. Brands just happens to have a little paper than most people that really need organizing, but it's the same 5 steps. And then she's just sorting into a shred pile, things that need to be filed permanently, things that need to have action taken on, or things that can be tossed or recycled, okay? And relocated in some instances, okay? So it's just a 5-step process. The sorting has its own sub-processes, and each project, depending on what you're organizing, is a little different, but your pace is always different. I have some clients that can go really fast through all the paperwork. I have some clients that go for an hour and say, you know what, throw all this away. And I have some clients that want to go through each and every piece, which is time consuming. But like I said, once you go through that process with these papers, you're never going to let it pile back up, or you're going to make better conscious decisions when you're collecting all that mail and all that junk. Okay. All right.
I just found found a bunch of stuff from Niall and Ryan, so that was a little easier for me.
And so
Go ahead. I'm
this
listening.
stuff that you are collecting for Nyla and Ryan, which are your kids, you're going to give to them, right?
Yeah, and I guess I need to talk to them about what they need to do with it, or else I'll do it again.
Exactly. What I would do, since they're with you, is when you get mail that belongs to them, just put it in their rooms and they can handle it accordingly.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'll find a container. Maybe, but that's I really need to find a really good place to put, like an organizer for mail. So Ryan would have his slot, Nyla would have her slot, I would have mine, that kind of thing.
Okay, let's talk about containers because I have some here. All right, so for containing, you want to separate your action files separately from your permanent files. Your action files should be something that you can kind of grab in and go into. If you have an intricate action file system where it's number or labeled and it's folders and you have to dig in there, you're not going to pull and grab and go as efficiently as you could if you had something like this. So I have baskets. Here's some nice woven baskets you can throw things in, okay? Here's some stackable shelving, which you have. Your keep that you're using is this kind of stackable shelf, okay? Here's another drawer, pull-out thing from the Container Store if you want to contain it totally and have it all enclosed, but you can still see what it is. And here are different drawers, Brandis, so you can have a drawer for each person in your family. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I think you would like that one.
And you know what else I like it? Like if they're too big, I will wait till it's full. So the drawer can't be too big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll force you
let it pile up.
if you're not into fancy stuff, you can just get a milk crate and throw all the stuff in there, okay?
No, don't do that.
You can, as long as you commit to going through it at a regularly. And then you can use a box if that floats your boat. You don't have to get fancy. And this is what I use, Dollar Tree, these little baskets. This is what I use for my hot or my action files, things I have to go through, okay? Immediately or within the next 2 weeks, I use a basket, okay? And I keep those separate from my permanent files. And here's some containers for the permanent files. I like a low level file cabinet, like a low sitting file cabinet so I can put things on top. You can get tall ones that aren't so bulky. Look at this antique wooden one. There's some actual hot file cabinets. These would be from your permanent files, your tax information, your medical bills, your mortgage information, your wills, your beneficiaries, your social security cards, your passports. You can either have a portable one right here. Here's something on wheels that's enclosed. Here's another one that I've seen people have. If you have, if you're moving, area to area in your house and you don't have a designated place for your files, you can put it on wheels, all right? So these are some containers for your permanent files. These are containers for your action files, so you can grab and go. And then we've gone through the tips. Remember the tips, people. Go digital. That's the #1 tip. Get rid of all this paper by just going digital. Unsubscribe to those magazines. Hey, Essence, I didn't even order you. How many people have gotten magazines they didn't even order? I'm like, how is this even coming? I don't even know what this is. I'm getting L. I didn't order L, or did I? I don't know what I did. All right, so I had to unsubscribe to that. Newspapers, I don't even read anymore. I go online, okay? Junk mail, you can contact the actual store, or you can find out who the manufacturer of all those flyers are with all those coupons and stuff and contact them. Have a garbage can ready at your landing. Wherever you're putting your stuff down, you can throw away stuff immediately or recycle stuff immediately. Remember to reduce your carbon footprint and save trees, save the earth. All right, Brandis, you're looking good. You look
good
when you talk. This looks really good. I'm so proud of you. And so how are you feeling?
I feel good. It's actually, you know what bills you have, right? So if you get something from somebody you don't pay on a regular basis, or you've never been to, like, what was in here? There was some stuff in here from you know, like T-Mobile. I don't have T-Mobile, so I've never had T-Mobile, so I know it's an advertisement or something.
Yeah.
I just cross that away. I don't even need
Exactly. And also, a lot of people keep all their bills. Let me tell you one thing. If you owe any institution money, they'll find you. Even if you move to Brazil, they're going to find you and they're going to charge you. Okay. So don't be scared of throwing away bills. Or if you go digital, then you can get it anytime you want online or on your mobile or a digital device. Okay. So don't be scared. You don't hold on to those bills. Once you've paid that bill, you can keep the most recent one and throw that away when the newer one comes in. Don't hold on to all that paper, people.
Hey, Roxy, I have a question for you. So didn't you just say like, oh, this is like Progressive? I don't have Progressive.
Yeah.
Why is Progressive sending me anything? So I'm putting it in the trash.
Exactly.
This says my maiden name on it, or my first marriage last name. So this is old. Like, if they're still calling me Brandis Johnson, I don't know you.
You should still open it and look at it, Brandis.
But here's the thing. So here's my thought, Roxy, right?
Yeah.
If they have my address, right?
Yeah.
If I know what this is, let me see. This was dated June 5th, 2018.
And what does it say?
It says Cincinnati. It's got some sort of card in it. It has my first married name on it.
Okay. Let's see
I'm
what
opening
card
it
it is.
up. It says it's check and go. Check and go for what?
Check and go. You need that.
No, I don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So I'm throwing it away. Like, if you're still calling me a name that I don't use anymore, you don't know me.
I would probably cut that check and go card up though.
No, it's not a check. It's like it's basically an advertisement. It's like, oh, here, this is it. You've been pre-selected to apply for the choice loan. I don't want any. Don't give me any credit. Don't give me any money. If I need it, I'll ask for it.
But does it have a card in there with your name on it or anything? No.
It's got one of those fake plastic.
Yeah. So I usually tell people just cut it in half just in case.
Okay, I'll shred it.
Because let me tell you something. People are falling on hard times, and people are going to try to find anything. And you'll be surprised. They took that check and go thing and had a full check and go account in my name. And you're like, you know what I mean? So you don't want to take any chances. Let me see, there's some questions. Hope I didn't miss, but on a daily basis, do you have a system to sort before it gets to this? Okay, yes. So on a daily basis, you want to just go through the same sort. What are you going to keep in your action area? What are you going to file permanently? What are you going to toss, recycle, or shred? Okay, and you can do that as soon as you get in the house. As soon as you get to your landing, you can do that. You can stand over the garbage while you're going through your mail and dump whatever or recycle whatever you're not going to use, and then put your things in the containers that we talked about for certain files. Let's go over the containers. So yeah, so every day I sort through my mail, but then you have to realize, and you may do this, and I'm sorry, what is, let me see who's asking me this question. I didn't get your name, but welcome, and I'm glad you're here because I want you to learn how to do this. Where's my chat? Did I just lose the chat? Do I know what I'm doing?
You do, because I'm almost done, Roxy. You should see that.
Okay, so, oh wait, hold on. It was, just don't mind my Teddy Riley. I think she's gone. But yeah, so this is a process you do every day, okay? You can go through your mail every day. But what I was saying was some people don't check the mail every day. Some people don't check the mail until the end of the week. And I know somebody online on the participant page right now, Money Murder, that does not check her mail every day, okay? You want to check your mail every day. If you can, at least go to your mailbox once a week and then do that sorting project. What are you going to keep in your action file? What do you need to keep permanently? And is there anything you can toss, shred, or recycle? Right there, either before you get in the house or right when you get in the house, okay? All right, I think we're running out of time. We're at 4 o'clock. I know. This is how you can
look, Roxy.
Just wait. I'm gonna come back to you, Brandis. Let me just share this one slide, and then we're gonna come back and talk about your progress. Simply Straight Organizing Solutions. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Okay. Brandis, all right, back to you. Excellent job, Brandis. This feels good already.
Roxy.
The sun is shining. I don't even think I noticed the sun before this, you know? That whole window with those nice
I'm
shutters,
excited.
I noticed it.
And you know what? I have a place where I put like my printer paper. I'll just make a bin.
Perfect. And
Whoa!
and let's see that your keep. Let me see that keep container that you have.
Okay. It's breaking up.
Okay. So what I want you to do is file the stuff that you need to keep permanently. I think you put it on the bottom.
These, I know, some of these I didn't, but these right here, all go down here. These are all files. These are like Nyla's, Ryan's, my mother's. This is all me. This is all I have to deal with right now.
Right. And you can keep that container. That's fine. Just stack it a little neater, but that will be your action and your to be filed area. And that's perfectly fine. And you can find a place for that. Then you got your shred. And do you have a place for your other files? Do you have a color-coded system back there in that file?
Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
It's got the dividers. It's not color-coded, but it's got dividers with labels.
Okay, that's fine. That's great. So I can tell just as a client that you want a system, you just want to be able to maintain it. If you can go through your papers every 2 weeks or at least once a month, then you'll never get that much paperwork again. But my biggest advice to you is what, Brandis?
Contain.
No.
And what?
E-M.
Open.
Open the mail. You gotta open it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think I do have a problem.
Yeah.
I'll admit I have a problem. I pretend like the mail doesn't come. So my husband will put my mail somewhere and it piles up, and then when it's time to clean up, I'll scooch it into a drawer or put it in a bin or put it in a basket.
Yeah.
I don't even pay attention to it. If you can't email me my bill, I don't.
Yeah, go digital for you. For you, go digital, and then when you get your letter opener, assign it to Nyla or Grant and have them open it. They'll love it. They'll have fun with it. Have them open it, stack it, and put them in your keep.
I think I'm gonna get like a really cute organizer.
Okay.
That's fun. That has like the little drawers and a little something cute that I love to look at. Something that I love, right?
Exactly. You want to put it in something that you don't mind going to. Okay. Yeah. Something that makes you happy. You got to make it fun for you, or else you'll never do it.
I wish I'd taken a before picture. I don't know what I did, but I now I have to figure out how I'm going to contain it. I need to go to the store and buy something I really like to organize it.
Okay. Well, you did a good job. Bravo. You had some Simply Straight solutions for that paper pile, and you rock. You rock, Brandis. Everyone say you rock, Brandis.
No, you rock. You rock.
You rock, Brandis.
Hey, I wanna rock. So Simply Straight Organizing Solutions, you guys, isolation is the time to get organized now. Get organized or else. Don't have me show up to your porch. You don't want that. Because not only is Coco here, but Simply Straight is here. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Erase that. Can we erase that? But I will come to your doorstep and organize you if you don't get it together, okay? And you don't want that problem. You don't want this smoke. You don't want this Simply Straight.
Oh, we do. We want Roxy to come.
Bye, guys. No, so wait.
Good job.
Bye, Roxy. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Simply Straight.
Anytime.
Love Roxy.
Love Simply Straight.
Love Simply Straight. Oh, you know what? I should have Garth come take a look.